scariest thing in anime. So when I was a kid, I really didn't watch a lot of anime, but when I watched this anime movie, and I knew it was an anime movie because it just felt different, it was Little Nemo's Adventures in Slumberland. As childish as it sounds, Little Nemo, he goes to Slumberland, and Morpheus, I think it's Morpheus, he tells him not to open this door, and then this, hole of a clown guy, just convinces him to open, and lets out the Nightmare King. And the scariest moment in that film is when he's in the Nightmare Land with, he's in and there's, this weird goopy stuff, and as a kid, that was terrifying. It was, he generally, it was kind of like Tim Curry's Goop Monster from Fern Gully. It was, that creepy, but, better. I mean, nothing against Tim Curry, but the darkness and, the goopiness of the Nightmare King, it was just a lot more terrifying. It was kind of like that wasteland area in Never Ending Story. So, generally, I think as a kid, that's still with me as one of the scariest. I mean, as a kid, it was scary, but, in today's age, if I had to actually pick a modern day scary thing in an anime, I would just say there's some scenes that get me in very heart-wrenching.
Okay, so here's the thing. Not a whole lot of stuff scares me, especially in media. I'm not afraid of slasher movies, Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers. They don't scare me. They make me laugh, if anything. Alright, so not a whole lot of things can scare me, and anime is no different. But you know what is scary? Not monsters, but human beings that will do some of the most twisted shit you've ever seen. And one of the most twisted things I've ever seen that actually got me very upset and was actually very scary was the dad from Full Metal Alchemist. And anyone who's seen the show or has read the manga knows exactly who I'm talking about. So at one point you have Edward and Alphonse, the main characters. They meet this scientist kind of guy, and he has a daughter and he has a dog. And and Ed and Al, they get to know the daughter and the dog, and the daughter's really sweet and the dog's real cute. And the dad seems like a super nice guy, right? But he's going through some financial struggles. And he gets desperate. And he gets so desperate that he does one of the most, and I don't like to curse a lot, but I'm just going to say he did one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen. And he took his daughter and he took his dog and he combined them into a homunculus. And it was creepy as shit, because then Edward and Al meet the guy again, and then they see the dog, but the dog looks weird, and then the dog's starting to talk, and then Ed's just like, what the heck? And then the little girl dog thing calls him Big Brother, which if you see the show or again in the manga, that's when the light bulb clicks and you're like, holy shit, he didn't just do that. He combined his actual own daughter with the dog just so he could get out of any debt and out of any stress he was in. And then he doesn't even feel bad about it. He has this weird smile on his face, he's proud of what he did. And it got me so mad, but it was also really, really scary when you think about it. Because if you think about it, this wasn't some immortal monster guy. This wasn't some demon. This was just a human being, like you and me. And he did that. And he had done it with a smile on his face. But if you want to know what the real scariest thing I've seen in anime ever is,
I'd have to say probably last month when we were recording. I heard screams coming from the TV. And then I ran in there because I didn't know what was going on. It was just grown men screaming. So that's when I looked at the TV. And what I saw wasn't really as bad as I thought, as the two men having those reactions. But man, do I feel for them. We've all seen war. when we saw that.
You didn't see it.
Shut up!
Yeah, you kind of just like, you stayed in your own little domain. I don't even think you walked in.
Shut up!
All you saw was a cactus. We saw what was behind the cactus.
I read the fanfic.
So what's really the scariest?
The scariest thing I've ever seen is when you try and be nice for friends and you show them you want to expand their anime horizons, but they don't give you a 5 rating.
I've given you a 5 rating.
Talk about Zach!
I gave you a 5 for Corey in the house.
That was a pity, and you would have been swine if you didn't.
I just can't win with this guy.
But the scariest thing in anime history that I've ever seen. I was watching a show. I've had multiple people tell me to watch it, so I was getting invested in it. And I'm glad I watched it, because it turned out to be one of my favorite shows. I was just watching, and it was just getting more amazing, and the hype was just building, building, building. It was like The Price is Right. It's just going up, and up, and up. Then, the next season came out, and let me tell you, the CGI was terrible.
Am I supposed to pan to the poster? There we go, there's the poster.
You need to work on your panning.
It's stuck a little.
So
Why? Why?
Well, if you hate it so much, why do you have a poster of it?
It's amazing, Zach. It's amazing, but your eyes can't handle it. Let's read the manga.